More about this right now, the primetime debate just days away, and now this shakeup within the Trump campaign. So Ford O'Connell is a political analyst and a Republican strategist who worked on the 2008 McCain-Palin presidential campaign, joining us from Washington. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And also with me now from New York, columnist, Democrat, and co-author of The Party's Over, Ellis Henican. All right, gentlemen.
Hey.
All right, so let's tackle this issue of Trump's policy advisor being removed over some racially charged language on a Facebook page. Two things, I wonder for two things. Number one, the effort of distancing oneself from this language, how concerned Trump is to do that. And then number two, this is the policy advisor. It's presumed that during that debate, it's all about policy. So how does Trump and his camp kind of get back together here?
Well, it was smart for him to dump the policy advisor. Right now, he's leading in the polls, and he's got to show himself to be a serious, leader who can make quick decisions. And I think that was a good thing. Now, for a fact that the policy advisor, let's be honest here, you got 10 candidates up on this debate stage. It's more about who is mastered and can speak fluently in sound bites, master the gotcha moment, and make a positive impression. The key here at the end of the day is to draw headlines, but yet make a positive impression. So Donald Trump is fine where he is right now.
So, Ellis, are you in agreement with that really it's Trump who has the most to lose and really the most to win?
Well, clearly he's got the most to lose. He's leading everybody. I mean, the guys who are 2% and 3%, by definition, don't have very much to lose, right? Well, as for the policy advisor, though, it's interesting. I mean, Donald is really the issue here, right? I mean, he's the guy who called Mexicans rapists. It's hard to believe that he's so sensitive about somebody's ill-chosen words on a delicate racial topic.
So you think there's going to be an association between the two, no matter what?
I don't think it matters who his policy advisors are. He's a one-man band, and he's either going to rise or he's going to fall on his own.
Alice, I really think you underestimate Donald Trump's appeal. Let's put it this way. He's actually channeling anger against Washington and politicians, and frankly, he's driving the conversation where Republican primary voters want it to go. So it's really a lot of appeal, but it's more of the nationalism and populism that people want to hear. And frankly, he isn't scripted. He wants to speak his mind. For a lot of folks, that's really refreshing.
So then I wonder, Ford, the other 9 GOP candidates that will be selected in the primetime debate, they too, kind of want to drive the conversation. Is the pressure on for them to do that during this debate?
Well, if you're down lower in the polls like Chris Christie and Rand Paul, you need to make headlines so you can gain momentum in the polls. Let me be honest with you. One way to do that is to counter jab at Donald Trump. But you have to be very, very judicious about it because he hits back. And when he hits back, he zings hard. The deal here is to make a positive impression so that everyone is talking about you on Friday around the water cooler.
Well, you even heard him today when he was on the Sunday Talkies where he said, you know what, he's not the one throwing the first punch. He's the counter punch guy. And he'll never be one to shrink to any punches.
Where have these people been the last month, right? I mean, Donald is just sitting back and waiting someone to say something. No, but now you got to look at the strategy, though, for the debate from the perspective of the other candidates, right? If you're one of the top people, if you're Jeb Bush or you're Scott Walker, your strategy has got to be let the little guys do the hard punching and you just hold on for what you hope will be the inevitable decline of Donald. If you're in that second tier, right, where Christie's probably going to be and, and some of the others, you have to make a stand. You have to take a risk. If you're Huckabee, you got to get in his face and say crazy stuff as he's been doing for the last week or two. So
really? So that's the winning strategy?
It's two separate games. Well, it's the only strategy the little guys have, right? The big ones can afford to be conservative, but the little ones can't do anything else.
Ellis, I have to agree with you. If you're Jeb Bush or Scott Walker, there's no need to roll around in the mud. But if you were way down in the polls, look, you may not be on the next debate. Well, you will be on the next debate stage. It's on CNN. But you may not be in future debates. Therefore, you've got to find a way to generate headlines and gain traction in the polls. If you're Jeb Bush, guess what? You want to stick to the issues, stay above the fray, and let everyone else get in there with Trump.
All right, we'll leave it there. We're going to see you again. Ford O'Connell and Ellis Henican, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.